안녕하세요, 여러분. Paola Castro입니다. Hi everyone, my name is Paola Castro and welcome to a new video. Hi, today I'm gonna give you 12 tips of how to learn Korean or my experience about Korean learning tips. So the ones that I will give to you have been the ones that really helped me learning Korean. So let's take a look for my tips. Number one, learning Hangul and its pronunciation is really important. For example, in my case, my mother language is Spanish, so our alphabet is romanized. So Hangul is completely different from our language. So the first thing I've learned was Hangul and its pronunciation. Why? Because it made that more easier for me to read or to move on studying it. So it makes the things better. Number two, looking for some words on internet or in dictionaries. For example, in my case, I use Naver. It helps a lot. For example, if I want to know the word flower, I write on the searcher, so it appears kot. So I know that kot means flower. So if you keep doing that, for example, if you want to know many other words like bed or coffee, copy, you will know many other words, so you will be expanding your vocabulary. Number three, do not romanize things. Why? For example, coffee, copy. You won't know the real world when you see in Korean, in Hangul, if you romanize things. Why? You need to train your brain to see Korean, to see Hangul, and not to see the words romanized, because many people think that if you romanize things it will be more easier to learn Korean, but that's completely false. So do not romanize. Number four, if you want to train your brain in that language you want to learn, it's really helpful if you listen to music, if you watch some series about that idiom, or put the audio in that idiom. For example, if you watch a K-drama in their original language, it helps a lot, because when they make some expression, you will know the meaning of that expression by watching them, by listening to it. Or for example, you watch some K-drama, they say, I don't know, "아이고," and then you watch another K-drama and you listen, "아이고," you know that it's something surprising or something like that. So you will train your brain to know many words just by seeing it or by listening to them. Number five, grammar. For example, here in Mexico we speak Spanish, so the grammar here is completely different from Korean one. So here it will be something like I study Korean, but there it will be something like I Korean study. 저는 한국어를 공부합니다. I study Korean. So it's to train your brain, for example, just to make the sentence as you wish. For example, I eat apple. I apple eat. So to train your brain of the grammar, of the Korean grammar, to make easier for you the grammar things, so it will be better you for learning that. Number six, looking for some ways of how to present yourself to other people. It's really helpful, and practicing that in front of a mirror helps more. For example, if you look how to say your name, for example, you're in your house and with a mirror you're like, 안녕하세요, 여러분. Paola Castro입니다. It helps a lot, because you will have some idea of how would it be if you meet a Korean person. So it will be something really interesting. So if they ask you where are you from, you will be practicing how to say that. For example, 저는 멕시코 사람이에요, and it will be something really great to see, and you will be more, how will I say, more confident about yourself. Number 7, write in several post-its the words you want to know. For example, the milk, write on uyu, and now you know that uyu means milk. For example, you have your coffee, so you know, you write copy and you paste it on, and you know that coffee means copy. And I don't know, you have your skirt there, so you write on tima, and you paste it on, and you will know that tima means skirt. Your pants, you know that pants means baji, so you write on baji, and you know that your pants means baji. So you will be you know that you will be better in your vocabulary, so you will be learning that by the time if you write that. Number 8, this is something funny. Looking for some children's Korean songs and their lyric, it will be something really helpful. Why? Because you train your brain by coordinate the lyric to the song and to the melody. So you will be more fluent at reading because you know how to coordinate that in your brain. So you will be more fluent at that, and it will be really helpful for you. Number 9, if you watch K-dramas, try to watch them in Korean and not in other language and with subtitles. Why? Because if they say a word or if they said an expression, you will know how to say that and what does that mean. And if you watch another K-drama, or I don't know, in real life, when you listen to it, you will be knowing what does that mean. So that is really helpful for you, because for example, as I've said before, Hangul, right? If you listen to it in another occasion, you will know the meaning of that word. Number 10, and again with K-drama, if you watch a K-drama, try to imitate some character you like. Why? Because that will help a lot with your pronunciation and the sentences you will be improving. For example, if you don't know how to order food, maybe in a K-drama they will show how to order food. So you will be practicing that sentence and you will be improving your Korean. Number 11. Well, try to download apps for practicing it. For example, I have 3 that they are really helpful. For example, the first, it calls Avocard. It helps me a lot by learning some words and their meaning, saving them and something like that. So it expands my vocabulary. The second one, it's Lingua. It's for me because my mother language is Spanish, so it has the language that I know, and it helps me a lot. But this app does not romanize things, so it's really helpful. And the third, it's Lingodeer. So that app helped me a lot with the lessons I will be taking and I'll take. So these 3 apps are really helpful for me. Number 12, and the last one. Well, downloading apps for idiom exchange does really help. For example, the one I've used the most, called Hello Talk, does really help. For example, if you want to know Korean and that Korean person wants to practice your English, does really help, or Spanish, or the language you know. For example, you contact them and they said, I want to improve my English, and you've said like, yeah, but I want to improve my Korean. So it's a language exchange that helps a lot. So you talk with them, they talk with you, and it's really helpful to your vocabulary, to your grammar, your reading, and maybe voice, your speaking abilities. So it will be really important. So these were the 12 tips I use the most, or the most helpful for me in my experience about learning Korean. I've learning it since May of this year, in 2021, and it's not easy, but if you follow these tips, it's more faster than you know. So it's really helpful. So I hope you like this video and to apply these great tips. So 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye.